What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, Brother MT, and we're here with another Metric Mate Minute podcast. On the Metric Mate Minute podcast, we cover leaders from all over the world, telling you about how they do what they do, why they do what they do, and how staying fit keeps them in their best mindset. Let's go. What's going on, everybody, man? This is your boy, Brother MT, and we're back with another Metric Mate Minute, man. Every week, I try to bring you the hottest, the most expansive, the most thought-provoking people that are doing exceptional things in their industry, and this week is no different. I say I deliver, and I try to deliver, man. Marcus Howard is out here doing everything with MetArena, bringing esports to the common person, letting us know what the future looks like when it comes to video games and their interaction with the common people, man, showing the job opportunities, the opportunity. You know, I can't give you as much about what they're doing as they can. I try to understand, but I try to leave it to them. So Marcus, appreciate you being on the show, man. As always, I appreciate my guests, and you are no different. Please tell the community about what you're doing and what MetArena means to the future of esports.
Yeah, MT, man, thanks for the invitation, man. Basically, in one sentence, MetArena makes esports accessible to brands of all sizes and people from all walks of life. That's what we're about, is building an inclusive ecosystem. And it's not just about being a charity play, right? It's about making esports profitable and profitability through inclusion.
Excellent. So bringing inclusion in what ways? How are you all trying to get everybody in the community involved in what esports future is going to look like?
Great question. You think about the gaming industry, right? It's a $174 billion industry. There are over 3 billion gamers worldwide. That's 40% of the world's population. And then you look at esports. Esports is a $950 million market compared to 174 billion, right? That's just over 0.5% of the larger market. It's just 0.1% of gamers. It's restricted to partnerships with just blue chip brands, you know, your Doritos and your MasterCards, Mercedes-Benz, these big name companies that everyone recognizes. But because of that, it's just too exclusive for the average gamer, the average business, the average game to get in. You only see these same 20 to 50 games, Fortnite and Halo and Call of Duty, right? Over and over and over again. But there's actually over 1.3 million games on the market. So what we're doing is simply just, again, making the space more accessible, getting more games in, making it accessible to more gamers, regardless of your age, your race, your gender, or your geography. And then again, making it accessible to brands of all sizes. Again, from the blue chip brands that you see all the way to the mom and pop stores down the street. We believe that esports is the evolution of social media, and we're bringing community esports for businesses to engage their communities virtually, which is especially important now in COVID.
Interesting. So you talked about businesses being able to be engaged with esports. So say I'm a business that's coming to you because I want some exposure to that market because I feel like I have a product that's going to appeal to them. In what ways can I engage across market, across gender, across age group, through esports in ways that I can't do in other avenues?
Well, you can't really do that right now, and that's the opportunity we're bringing to the table, the value we're bringing to the table. If you think about it, again, traditional esports, you see it on TV, is typically white male, Asian male from 16 to roughly 24. But when you look at the United States, the average gamer is actually 34 years old, right? So what we're saying is use esports to actively engage your entire community, because 75% of households in America have at least one gamer in them. So we're saying connect with those audiences, with that community, and we're using family-friendly games, so it's something that everyone can enjoy. I'm sure you grew up playing Nintendo, right? Nintendo has done an excellent job for decades with bringing in family-friendly games. So whenever they have the Wii or the Wii U, you know, the Switch, it's something that everybody in the house can be a part of. Compared to something like a Mortal Kombat or a Halo, you know, it's either too competitive or it may just be too violent. You know, when I play games, shooting games like Apex Legends, I play them at night after my kids go to sleep because I don't want them exposed to that and have that kind of feeding into them. Obviously, there is no research that suggests that violent games lead to school shootings. Actually, all of the research suggests the opposite, but it's the public perception. And I think just genuinely good people and well-meaning parents just don't want their kids exposed to that kind of content. It's the same reason you wouldn't let your kids watch a rated R movie.
No, and that feeds into the fact that you said there are 1.3 million games out there, but people only know about a small sliver of those games. Like you can't get exposure to everything else and then judge it off of just one piece. You have to be able to know what everything is out there. So that's what you all are trying to do, is introduce everybody to everything that's available in that space. Because of course we grew up on video games, which have evolved into esports. They weren't necessarily, there you go. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't necessarily a sport for us, but it was good competition. It was something that we could do to measure ourselves against each other and continue to advance and be better in a non-abrasive way, something that's not physical in this world. So you can move around and be who you need to be after that. That's awesome. So the pandemic has affected everybody. There's been changes that have gone on across the globe, but thinking that people are staying in the house and more accessible to their consoles, you would think that esports and esports awareness would be more prevalent. How has the pandemic affected what you all do and how you all have been able to move and grow in the industry?
It's been exponential demand for our product, again, because we're thinking differently about esports, right? We want, again, to make it accessible and make it virtual. If you look at the traditional esports space, it was actually projected, I believe, to eclipse $1 billion market by the end of this year. It had $150 million loss this year because so much of esports is kind of designed in the context of traditional sports with live events and jerseys, teams, stadiums, all of that.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
So they had the same, to a degree, esports had the same degree of impact from live events being shut down as traditional sports, which is interesting. Again, when you consider the larger space, the gaming industry, it grew by an unexpected extra $15 billion, right? Gaming was already growing nearly 10% year over year. Because of COVID, we got a boost of an unexpected $15 billion of extra revenue while esports was losing money. So that's what we're trying to do, is align more on the gaming side of esports and less on the sports side.
Got it. That makes perfect sense. Good. Excellent focus. The MetricMate team has been working tirelessly for years to be able to bring you a platform that allowed you to see your strength training data in a whole new way. And we're proud to say that we're finally at that place. The MetricMate Smart Pen, the first device in the MetricMate lineup, is available for pre-orders on our website at themetricmate.com. So take your time, go over there, check out all of the information on our smart apparatus, and get in line to be one of the first people in the world to have a MetricMate Smart Pen help them more efficiently and effectively achieve their fitness goals, their life goals. We're achieving all goals. We might even help you achieve professional goals. You could take us in to your boss and he'll be like, man, you must be very smart. We're going to give you a promotion because you use MetricMate. So go ahead and check us out at themetricmate.com. Again, that's themetricmate.com to pre-order your smart pen today. We also have amazing polo shirts. We got some crew neck shirts for you to be able to work out in. We got hoodies coming. We got face masks. So if you just want to support the MetricMate movement as we continue to work, grind to offer the community a beautiful platform that nobody else is able to touch nowadays, check us out at themetricmate.com. Can't wait to see you there. Sorry, you all came out with a book as well. Trying to get that out and published and into people's hands. Can you tell them more about that?
Yeah, man. Ironically, we had to put a bit of a hold on the book because we couldn't reach our crowdfunding goal, which was unfortunate. But we're still committed to the book 100%. We started it was going to be a physical copy book, and we had one crowdfunding campaign that didn't work out. We didn't let it stop us, so we went to a digital version that didn't work out. I'm still working on the book in the background and trying to get some sponsors to make it happen. But basically, what this book is the book that I wish I had when I was growing up, trying to understand how to make a career out of my interest for video games. Not just for myself, but so I could explain it to my parents and explain it to my teachers.
So kind of a way to get into the industry and make sure that all the bases are covered in this growing industry, in this misunderstood industry, this industry that a lot of people don't know about. You're giving the handbook to be able to prosper and be a giant in this industry. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. We're gonna continue to push that book, man. I definitely look forward to getting my copy. I support every time it comes up, man. I make sure I do because I want to be able to be a part of that, because I would have loved to have been in the video game industry. I became an electrical engineer. I did my thing, but I was like, man, if I would have known how to do that and make sure that I could continue to grow and advance in my career and be a part of that industry, I definitely would have done it, man. So we need this book to be in the hands of these young people so they can go ahead and carry on this legacy, brother, for real.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we highlight in the book, and this isn't my stat, but it's great information. There's 110 STEAM career opportunities in the gaming and esports industry. Everything from traditional professional services like accounting and legal, definitely software development. Video games are just apps, right? And apps are made with code. Event production, health and wellness, sales, marketing, education, all of that stuff happens within the gaming and esports industry. But whenever you see it on LinkedIn or YouTube or Twitch, it's either, or mainstream, broadcast news, it's either tournaments or it's live streaming. People either want to be the next Ninja or they want to be, they want to win $3 million playing Fortnite. And there's so much more to it than just those two opportunities.
Truth. We need to get this in the hands of the people. I love it. I love it. So you found a way to navigate COVID. You found ways to give your lasting impression to the future generations, man. What's next for MetArena and for esports in general?
The next thing that I'm focused on is our Super Bowl event. We've got the Ascend HBCU Esports Conference and Career Expo. It's really, again, just the same stuff we've been talking about, right? How do we get this information to the people? It's going to be 100% virtual because we want to protect the health and safety of our attendees. But the other great thing it does is it allows us to have global reach, right? Because it's a virtual event, anyone around the world can attend this event. If you think about kind of traditional Super Bowl events, if you can't fly to the host city, even if you live within the city, if you can't afford to go to the event, then you can't be a part of the experience. Our event is virtual and our event is free. And our goal is to teach the Black and Latinx community about the wealth creation opportunities in esports and crypto, because crypto is about monetizing value in a digital ecosystem. And definitely post-COVID, we're living in a digital ecosystem.
Awesome. Good stuff. That all sounds definitely interesting. I'm glad that Metric Mate is a huge supporter. And from the beginning, hearing about everything that was going on, trying to help support the movement and making sure everybody's aware of esports and the plethora of opportunities that are present in that industry as we grow and become more digital and move in that space a lot more efficiently. So as always with all of my guests, man, I ask one big hope diamond sized nugget, because you've been dropping jewels all over this conversation, telling about the growth and the ability to be able to adapt and see change and manifest as an entity that's making change in the future. What is one big hope diamond jewel that you would give our community as far as being a leader, continuing to be a leader, and continuing to push forward?
I'd say, and this isn't an original quote here, it's a mix of some things that I've read over the years. It's aim small, miss small, fail fast, learn, repeat. And again, I didn't come up with those individual pieces, but combining them together is my philosophy. And I built that philosophy based on not following those pieces of advice and having the scars to from my mistakes to know that's what I need to do in the future. So if you aim small, miss small, that can be you building an app. Instead of you spending $100,000 or even $50,000, get a clickable prototype for $50, right? You can go to Fiverr and get that prototype done, and then put up a page for free on Wix and validate the value of the app that you're building or the prototype of the product for less than $100, right? And then if it's wrong, fail fast. If you find out that there's something wrong with what you're doing, make the immediate change. Don't stick with the bad decision. Pivot, know when to pivot, learn from your mistakes, accept the failure as a learning opportunity, and then repeat. It's always iterative. So every time you're getting better. And that's what I've done over the last 7 years.
Love it. That's awesome. And my protection people told me, my bad. I missed the question. And this is the most key question because, Metric Mate is, I missed my pen. Metric Mate is a platform that supports health and wellness and everybody being in a fit state of mind to help us live longer and be better as we continue to thrive and and push the boundaries. So how does keeping a fit and sound mind, body, and spirit help you to continue to push forward, be a great father to your wonderful children, a great husband to your awesome wife, be able to push MetArena forward and write books and be a part of the leadership that's pushing the world forward? How does that help?
It's critical, really, and I won't even pretend that I'm good at it. Not even great. I'm not even good at it. I still struggle at it all the time, just being real. But I know that I have to have that discipline of I know I need to drink water. I know I need to do a little bit of exercise because my schedule is hectic, right? I don't have time to go to the gym. So again, I'm not excellent at it, but I try to get 3 to 4 times a day, just get 20 push-ups in. So I try to get to 100 push-ups a day, and then again, drinking the water. I know I'm not getting the sleep I need to, but eating something healthy every now and again because I'm under a lot of stress. There are a lot of demands on my schedule, and I got to be ready every day, all the time. So it's important, man. It's critical.
Love it, man. We're gonna have to get you on the 50 push-up challenge, dude. If you ain't join the bandwagon, man, we do the 50 push-up challenge out here. So yeah, let's push for it, baby. Let's be excellent. I love it.
All right.
Bro, Marcus, tell everybody where they can find you, find out more about what you got going on about MetArena and the future of esports. Tell them a little bit.
Excellent, man. Yeah, you can find me on LinkedIn and on Facebook, Marcus Esports Howard. You can find me on Twitter. I'm not on there as much anymore, but I am there at There Are Two of Me with the number 2 because I'm an identical twin. And then you can learn more about the future of esports by visiting www.metarena.gg. That's METARENA. We're redefining in the esports and the future of sports. And I'm going to start posting some exclusive articles that I'm sharing now over to Esports Bar, so you can learn more about, the things the really valuable insights I have. That's where I'm sharing them.
Love it, man. Speaking of identical twins, I have not asked you this whole time. How's Malcolm, man?
Malcolm's good. He's up in Savannah. He still lives in Georgia, and he's married. He's got a couple of animals there. He's got his family. He's got his house. He's there. He and his wife, they're good. And my sister, she's in South Carolina. They're good too, man. She's married too.
Love it. No, I'm gonna have to catch up with them. We're gonna have to make that happen. Anyway, appreciate you for being on, brother. Appreciate you for sharing a piece of everything that you've got going on and that you're doing for the esports community. I know that it's going to be a huge benefit, and I'm super excited to share this with the broader community. So community, thank you for listening in. We made it this far in the podcast. We always appreciate everybody for spending their time with us because you don't necessarily have to spend your time with the Metric Mate Minute, but since you do, we appreciate it. This has been another Metric Mate Minute. This has been Marcus Howard. Definitely check him out and everything he's got going on. Until next week, y'all be safe. Peace. Man, thanks everybody for joining us for another Metric Mate Minute. We appreciate everybody that comes through and shows us love in the Metric Mate community. Make sure that you stop over at themetricmate.com to find out more information about the podcast, about what we're doing, any of our blog information, the transcript of the show, and just to show us massive support. Also, remember to follow us on social media at Metric Mate. Check us out, y'all. Peace.